This webinar. Uh, we do this webinar second time. This first time was somewhere in the beginning of and end of last year when we introduced the integration hub. Since then we added multiple solution and product evolved, and we will show some of the scenarios for VSTS and Project Online. What is the current state and which are the features that are supported in solution. Very quickly about myself. My name is Anton Kravtsov. I'm from FluentPro Software. I'm one of the founders. FluentPro Software is Microsoft Gold certified partner with PPM. We all around the Microsoft PPM workspace, Project Server, Project Online. We developed multiple solutions for Microsoft PPM platform and keep working in this space. You might know us by several of our products like FluentBooks, CPM Pulse, Backup for Project Online. And before I move exactly to Integration Hub, I wanted to share a vision of our company, how we see the PPM space and products that are available from our company for the space. And Integration Hub is just one of the products that we offer to users of PPM platform. First of all, as we see is that customers who just start with PPM, they might look for a quick start solution. Then as they use the software, there's always a need for extract information and visualize information that it is in Project Server, Project Online. Then there are migration tasks or configuration management tasks. It's a product called FluentBooks, and for previous product it's CPM Pulse and DataMark. When you in flight, you need to take care of your disaster recovery, and FluentPro offers a product called FluentPro Backup, where you can configure the backup for your project configuration and project sites. For integration and talking to other systems that companies use, it can be VSTS, Jira, or your financial system. FluentPro's offering is called Integration Hub, and that's what we will talk in details today. We have a new product that was just released. It's called the FluentPro Audit. The product is more for change management and same time configuration management. The product that monitors all the activities that users do in Microsoft PPM. And it tracks all the edit to configurations, projects, tasks, and everything gets logged to the database, and you can run different reports on that. And as well as pretty much every partner, we offer the support. But we believe that we can offer the support on the better scale, since we have a fully established support organization. We support our products for more than 500 customers. And we established very good support organization for supporting not just our products, but also the standard PPM support and administration. So as you can see, we have our FluentPro has offering not just for just a migration tool or just integration. We offer the full spectrum of solution for companies who run on Microsoft PPM, and we help companies to get maximum control over their Microsoft PPM. Why companies to Integration Hub, and why companies really need to use both systems. And that slide, I can replace the name with VSTS. I can replace it with Jira, with Rally, with any platform. But the idea is that IT and developers mostly they use the tools that they are mostly used to work. It can be VSTS, Jira. They keep the code there. It's a full DevOps operation. They have built servers. They work on the task, and they want to see all the information that they need in one place. They want to see their tasks appearing in systems. They want to report the time. They want to report their progress in the same system without need to switch to different system in order to report any time. And another point, which is everyone is lazy and everyone don't want to waste their time. People want to use one system for time reporting and minimize the effort spent and time spent on reporting the progress. Everyone understands that reporting the progress on their projects, the task, it's a critical and it's important. Everyone works in the same organization towards the organizational goals. But if you can do that in the most optimal way, it's a good way to do it. Same time, if we take a look on the same structure from the business point of view, business needs unified portfolio view of everything, of all the projects and progress of the project that's being executed or planned in organization. It is critical for business to see the full picture. It is critical for business to be able to monitor and it's ideally to have the close to real-time updates from the team, where we stand and what is the progress on specific project. And most of all, again, a summary, everyone wants to share information, but people want to do that in the most effective way without any double entry, and especially manual double entry of all the information. Our offering, Integration Hub, is answer for such challenge, and Integration Hub is a platform that enables different systems to exchange information, talk to each other. And right now our focus is mostly the PPM work and task management systems, but it's extended as well to financial system and some professional services system. As you can see, it's not just connecting. It's not like just a project online, let's say to the Microsoft Dynamics PSA, or it's not just a project online to VSTS. In our platform, you can configure integrations the way that your Salesforce can talk to Jira. Your Dynamics 365 PSA can come, for example, work with VSTS, and we'll be releasing those scripts for those integration later on. It's not just hard-coded one-to-one solution. When you have an integration hub, you can have multiple systems talk to multiple systems and exchange all the information. So what is the integration hub? First of all, we decided to build it based on the Microsoft Azure. So it's a Microsoft Azure based and hosted on the Microsoft Azure integration platform. It's designed to connect EPM and PPM system, work and task management system, your in-house line of business applications, and finance and ERP systems. We have a very advanced platform, and it supports data transformation rules and business rules that you can implement in the scripting. So it is extensible, and it can be customized to meet your business requirements. It supports, as we mentioned, it supports multiple connectors within the product. And again, very quickly, Integration Hub is kind of like in the middle, and you have different systems. We have a connectors to each of the system, and connector is some kind of like a wrapper around the APIs that system provides, and the connector knows how to work with system, how to connect, how to push information and pull information from that system, and all those operations are handled. There are some specific jobs that run on the Integration Hub that process that information and push or pull information between the different systems. Very quickly on the capabilities, system can integrate between any connectors, as I mentioned. We are not limited just for scope of this webinar where we discuss Project Online and VSTS. Again, it can be Salesforce to Jira or VSTS to Dynamics. We have a script-based transformation, so it can be extended and adjusted and changed. We provide the standard integration scenarios, and you will be able to, like if needed, you can adjust those scenarios so you can extend or augment the functionality of that specific script. Integrations that we have, they can run on schedule, or they can be manually triggered, where you just press a button and system will trigger the synchronization. The nature of such integration, and usually the scheduled jobs of the suite and the serve the need very well. In most cases, there is no need to have that manually started, but we support the functionality and it will be demonstrated. But in most cases, the running on schedule like every 30 minutes, once an hour, or you can control that period, the frequency, it's sufficient. Integrations can be invoked remotely, and what that means is you can, in fact, if you have some third-party application and we provide some API that if you need to, if after making change to your system, if you need to make an API call and start the synchronization, it is possible. So we provide the API to do that, so you can kick off the integration, integration or synchronization job. One of the very important aspects that we did in Integration Hub is that we have a full data isolation. It means that every customer has totally separate processing node that handles all its information, that does the transformation, that does the access the data. So there is nothing shared. It's fully isolated, fully fenced, and it lives in the separate, I wouldn't call it sandbox, but in the separate box, which is completely isolated from the outside world. It's done for security. It's done for best practice for data isolation. And in addition to that, we support the very advanced logging capabilities where you can see absolutely all the steps that are happening, how all the integrations work, what they do, and how they perform. So from connectors, as you can see right now, we support 9 connectors. We keep working on additional connectors, but right now, officially released, the connectors that you see here, they're available, so you can start using them. Some of them, for some of the products already, systems, we already have a native apps. Some of them, they are in the process of approving or publishing that native app that we are working on. But right now, we have a sub-connector to Microsoft Project Online. We have connector for VSTS. I know that it says TFS, it's VSTS. We support Atlas and Jira, and at Jira we do not support yet the Jira PPM, but we support the Jira as a product. We support Microsoft Office 365 Planner as a connector where you can push your task to Planner. We have a solution for Rally and Agile, Agile Central call to the product for right now it's CA. We have a connector for ServiceNow and for their portfolio project management and financial module, and we are finishing the module for requests and ideation in the ServiceNow, where you will be able to convert requests from ServiceNow into projects in Project Online. We just released the connector to PSA for Dynamics 365. It is available. There are some limitations, but it's available. It's available and it can be used. From the very beginning, we support the generic connector where you can connect to your in-house system as long as you have some public web service, and it can be generic web service or the rest. And we recently completed the connector to the Salesforce, where you can work with pretty much any Salesforce object. Let's go to demo and we'll show what's changed since last demo and show how the product works. Let me switch to the browser. Okay, perfect. So what I have here is I have Microsoft Project Online and I have Visual Studio Team Service. So in Visual Studio, let's start with very quickly with Visual Studio. We have app in Visual Studio Marketplace. So here I type integration, and that will be the FluentPro Integration Hub. So you can click here and you can install the app from the Visual Studio Marketplace. It's available, it's published, it's approved by Microsoft, it's in the store, and you can just go ahead to your VSTS application and install that application. So when you get it installed, you will see couple options. First of all, you can go to in the gear everywhere. You will see the entry for Integration Hub. There's an entry for after the app is installed. There's an entry for each project, and there is an entry for your account in general. So if I go to account settings, I will have my Integration Hub tab here, or again I can click here on the Integration Hub. Here I can launch the Integration Hub UI, and that will start with the Integration Hub UI that you can see it here. Here it will go to the PWA that is connected. Here you will be able to push to project, pull to project. So we have some dynamic activities and some information about how to use and user guide and some information very quick help how to get started. What is required for the system to work properly is we require to create several custom fields, several fields, I would say, in VSTS, and then they're used for identifying if tasks need to be synchronized. So you need to create a new process and create fields within that process. So if I click on my process here, I go to fields. I created a couple fields here. So let me go to, for example, to work item called task, and we created two fields. First one is the project online project name. It's a just text field, and you need to have a boolean field called sync to POL. You can use a slightly different name. It's all configured, but you need to create those two fields. We add them to every work item type, so you can use that, and you can define and you can set information. What we do, we create that on the separate kind of like group for the Integration Hub. So it's available here, and you can that's the way how we configure. Again, if I go to specific project, I can click here and go to Integration Hub. For specific project, I have the option. Again, I can open the project web app, or I can do the push to project or pull from project. So we provided access to those features to kick off the synchronization to run. But the idea here is that if you want to push those changes, you can press a button and the system will kick off the immediate synchronization. What else needs to be done? All the information that comes from project in our configuration, it's created as tasks. Since we don't know, like, are you using the waterfall or using the sprint or using the agile, we create those tasks and they will be visible here like all the tests. So you will need to create a new query that will simply just show up your structure. And for every task, what you will see is you will have, it's all the standard feature, like you can see all your task name, all the standard parameters, everything standard with VSTS. But here as well, you will see a new tab which says the Integration Hub, and if you click here, it's additional elements that is added by our app. It shows the log history item, like what the Integration Hub did with that specific work item. So if I click here, it system says, okay, we created the work item, that was the remaining work, original estimate, completed work, and all the information that push here. I did the update, and you can see, okay, Integration Hub did update for the task, and it's changed the remaining work from 8 hours to 16 hours. So inside of VSTS, you can see what's happening with your task after the synchronization. It shows like all the elements that are all the activities that are happening with the task. So that's a VSTS part of you. One very quick note. So if you would like to use a VSTS integration, you can start with installing the app from Visual Studio Marketplace, and in this case you will get all those entries and you will get a formal app, you will get all the integration into the UI. You can do the same. We have an app for Project Online, and we will cover that app on April 18, where we'll do the next webinar about the Microsoft Project and Planner. And that app, unfortunately, or for right now, it's not creating those entries. So you still can create the integration with VSTS from that app, but it won't deploy the UI change. Unfortunately, by architecture of every system, you need to have a native apps installed and configure it. But we have an ability kind of like to connect or merge your accounts. If you install app for Project Online and you install app for VSTS, you can write to our support and we can merge your accounts, so like it will look like one application instead of two separate entry points. So right now, if I go to my Project Online, let's say that I have here my project plan. So what you need to do from the Project Online side, you need to create 3 fields right now. First field is a task level field. Again, it's a flag field. It's called a sync to VSTS, where you say, okay, I want that task to be synchronized to the VSTS. Second field that you need, and you need a lookup table for that field. It's called the work item type. You need to add it, and it's those 2 fields. They are task level fields. With help of those 2 fields, you control which information need to be synchronized with VSTS. You need to create one more field, which is project level field. If I go to the project details page, okay, you need to create one more field, which will be the VSTS project name. So in our standard integration scenarios that we have and that we provide out of the box, that you can use without any customization, we expect that you will go and create a project in VSTS, because it might have a different name, and there is a one-to-one relationship between one project in Project Online and one project in VSTS. The script can be modified, and we have the script where you can do the many-to-many, more complicated scenarios. You can customize the script to support those scenarios. But right now, the standard scenarios that we demonstrate and that we recommend to use, it's one-to-one, where tasks from one Project Online project go to one VSTS project. So again, here you define a name, and in order for integration to work, there are 3 criteria. First of all, this field needs to be set, and for schedule, you need to have tasks marked as sync to VSTS and work item type defined. If work item type is not defined, items will be created by default as a task work item type. Let's edit our schedule and let's mark some of the tasks as we'll say that, okay, we want to synchronize them to VSTS. So I will go here. I'll say, okay, I want to create this information. Okay, I will mark it here, and here I will say that it is a task. Okay, here I will say that it is a task, and I will use a copy paste to update my test. So I have a user assigned here. I have task marked and work item set as a test. So I do publish. One important element, your team, you need to have a matching resources in both systems. We do the matching by email address, so it is critical that that users in both systems have the same email addresses, and that will be used for matching resources or users. So it is critical to have it. And one more note, that on VSTS you need to add resources to your team. So as you can see, those tasks 0%, they're all the 2 days, and we publish. So I will simply just close this project, and I will go back to my VSTS. I will go here to the gear. I will click on the integration hub, and what I will do, I will say that, okay, pull from project. So that's what we'll do. It will kick off the synchronization job, and we'll simply just have to wait until it's done. Okay, so let me open my task here. Okay, so one more note as I started talking about the resources for your project. What you need to do here is you need to make sure that you build a team. It is required that resources will be added to your VSTS project, that the same resources that are on the project plan, they exist here. We do not control that process right now, so you need to make sure that the team is built. If there is no resource, task will be created. It will have no assignment. The log will say that your system could match or couldn't find the resource by name. So you will be able to take control and see all those change. So while we wait, the synchronization takes on average, it's anywhere between couple minutes to pull that information, to get that information into the system. But as you can see, it's already here. I have my summary task here. I have my task here that says that okay, its original estimate 16 hours, remaining work 16 hours, completed 0. So what I will do here to demonstrate functionality, I will go to my task here and I will say, okay, I completed this task. I will simply say that it's completed is 16 and remaining work is 0. And I will save this element. So simply all that I did, here I completed the task. Again, I can click here. I can wait for 5 minutes, or I can click here, click on the integration hub, and I can say push the project. What that will do, it will kick off synchronization job, and will push those updates to project. Couple notes. In most cases, I know that we provided those buttons, but in real life there is no urgency to have that information pushed like real time to the TFI, to the VSTS, or real time update to be pushed. It can wait until the next scheduled job, but again, we provide the functionality. If you need that something urgently, yeah, absolutely, you can use that functionality and do the push. Okay, so let's go back to our project, and I know that it's not there yet. Okay, let's wait. So yeah, it's already, as you can see, it's checked out. So system did a checkout, and what I will do, I will just simply refresh and see maybe it's already done. Okay, as you can see, it came here. It says 100%, 16 hours actual work, remaining work. One more exercise that what we'll do, we'll go here to task, we'll press edit. Okay, and we'll go to our task here and say, okay, we decided, I believe we think that maybe some tasks they are 3 days and 4 days of work. Okay, perfect. I will go to task. I will go publish. One more note until while we're waiting. If you have any questions, feel free to write your questions. It's published. I simply just close it. And again, I will go here to Integration Hub. I will say pull from project. And I will go to my work. I will go to my query. Right now there's a question. Do you support both on-premise and online version of the VSTS? We support only online version of VSTS. VSTS is a cloud offering from Microsoft. We do not support the TFS right now. We plan to, if we have enough demand, we plan to do that. It's not complicated, but right now we focused on the cloud version. It's in plan for us to like I would say that it's not the highest priority, but we plan to do it sometimes in the second quarter. Okay, there's one more question. Are you able to add project online task nodes to VSTS in addition to the hours fields? Absolutely, this can be done. So right now in standard connectors that we have, we push task name, assignment. We push all the information regarding to efforts like original estimate, remaining work, completed work. We do not push any other words. But again, what you can do with our scripting, and that's where it comes the flexibility of our integration platform, is that pretty much with couple lines of JavaScript code, and we are more than happy to support you in that effort. We can add additional synchronization and mapping of the additional fields for your information. So if you need to move nodes, absolutely it is possible. You can move nodes to the VSTS. Unfortunately, in specific case with nodes, you cannot move them vice versa, because CSAM API is not allowing to work in with nodes field. but yeah, you can push it to VSTS, but not backwards. So let's see. As you can see, the work change from the 16 to 24, and we can go to Integration Hub tab and see that. Okay, 9:29 we had a sync that said the 16, and then one in the 9:33 it says that it changed from remaining work from 16 to 24. Okay, there is one more question about the Jira. Can you integrate for on-prem? As long as your Jira can be exposed to the internet, yes, we can connect. And but we right now the standard support that we have is a Jira, is a cloud hosted Jira. For project server on premise, yes, we support that. We have an option for on premise deployment. It has to be 2013 or 2016, but yes, there are options. We can do the on-prem deployment of the integration hub. So as you can see, that's a basic functionality of a product. It can be extended to support your additional custom fields, additional objects. Just recently, we did a case for one of the partners during their demo. There was a specific need to convert project from project line into the epics in VSTS, and we did that. It took us like 4 hours to create a script to do that. So it is very extensible, very flexible, and it supports all the available functionality from the both worlds. So this can be done, and we can meet very unique integration scenarios for that your organization might have. Go back very quickly to our presentation. It will take another couple minutes of your time. You would say, okay, looks good, but why FluentPro? Why FluentPro? And maybe we heard there are some other solutions. Absolutely, but the differences that we have, connectors that I showed you, they're available. They're in general availability. You can use them. Right now, there is an app available for VSTS. There's an app available in the Office Store for Project Online. You can use it right now for VSTS. We completely enable for everyone is VSTS and Planner. We can enable other connectors on demand. They're available. All that we need to just update your license in the system and enable them. So if you say, okay, I have Dynamics, I want to do Dynamics, yeah, we can enable. If you say, okay, we have Service now, we can do that. For Salesforce, we can enable that, but the Salesforce requires the writing a custom script. So the connector is there, we can enable, but it has no standards integration. Pricing. We believe that we have the best offering on the market. First of all, you pay per load, so we measure everything so-called by project endpoint. So if system touched one of the project on one system is called endpoint, so you pretty much pay for how many things you have. If you're synchronizing like 20 projects, you will pay for you will choose a plan for 20. So it's very cost effective, and more than that, we have a free tier where you can start with, as I remember, it's 10. I have a slide. It's like 10 or 12 project endpoints. So you can start using the software free of charge with Planner or with VSTS right now, and see how it works. So it's there, and if you have any questions or issues configuring it, more than happy to assist. When you buy subscription to a product, you automatically get access to all the connectors. It means that if later we add a connector for, let's say, the Wunderlist, or we add the connector to Adaptive or Clarity, you will be able to use that. Or for example, to SAP or to Dynamics, you will be able to use those connectors. The point here is you pay per use. It's not per specific feature. You pay per user that you can benefit from that. As I mentioned, our system is very extensible, and you can easily modify and create new integration scenarios. It is fully supported. We have a fully full support organization with first, second, and third tier of support. And right now, our organization supports all our customers who use our products. It's like we have more than 500 customers who are using the different products, and we handle right now more like probably like 50 tickets a day. So we have bandwidth, we have support, and we provide very good support for our customers. We have special offers for existing customers. If you are existing customers, if you have any of our products, active subscription to any of our products, you will have a special price. If you are a new customer, you can start with free edition. And if you are using or receive the quote from any third-party vendor, we can provide a specific special pricing with discounts. Okay, additions, as I mentioned. So we have it's you pay per load. The 10 endpoints, it starts, and you have 5,000 transactions per year. It's a free tier. No obligation, simply just install and you can use it. We have levels for 20 project endpoint, 50 project endpoint, 150 project endpoint, 300 project, and 700 project. And we also have, like, for customers where there's very high load of projects, you can use. We can discuss about creating a dedicated infrastructure on the very high performance environments that you can use. What is a project endpoint? One project endpoint is one project in any of the system. So it means that if you, for example, in this case, it will allow you to synchronize 10 projects in Project Online with 10 projects in VSTS. So if that's your case, you will need this plan. And one transaction is update or create for one task, project, resource, or assignment. So it's creation or update operation. There's a question, can you give an example of actual price? Example, if you have 3 project connected to VSTS, what that would cost? So if you have 30 projects, very likely you're already above this level, so you're in this case, and we can definitely return this price, but it's somewhere between I don't recall exactly, but it's somewhere between $5,000 to $8,000 a year annual subscription. So the 20 project plan, it's pretty much $100 per month. It's, I believe, $1,200 per year. So it is. We believe that it is affordable. It is affordable, and we can meet your needs. So again, this pricing is introductory. It can change in the future. We listen for feedback from our customers, but that's approximate costing for our product. So it starts very effectively, but definitely the more you use the product, the higher load and the more resources we need to dedicate to your organization, the price goes up. Okay, very quickly, what's next for where we go with Integration Hub? So first of all, April 18, there is a webinar about the VSTS, and I strongly recommend to attend it. We will show very cool scenario for integration that involves all the latest products from Microsoft, where the information pushed to Planner and it can be updated in multiple systems. So you will see, you will love it. It's one of the best scenarios that we demonstrate right now, and it's using all the latest product and latest technology from the Microsoft. We support right now for international customers. Right now, Integration Hub stores everything and manages everything in the US data centers. In April, we release we add support to for international customers. So you need data. You need data. You stored all the information processed on the territory of the Canada. Absolutely, we can do it in the Canada. We plan to deploy it in Canada. We plan to deploy it in Europe data center for Azure. So pretty much we can support your international requirements by government or by territory. So all that supported. We are finishing work on our Dynamics 365 PSA application, so there will be add-in available in the Dynamics marketplace. We hope that it will be done very shortly. It needs to go through approval and certification, so that's where we're working. Same goes to Atlassian. You can use Atlassian Jira right now as connector. We have a ready integration scenario, but there is no app certified by Atlassian right now. At the moment, we are working on that. Same goes to the ServiceNow connector is there. You can use it. We have integration script. We are working on the add-in to be again available in marketplace and verified and certified by ServiceNow. We plan to add support of Jira PPM. We've seen such requests from a couple of our customers. We say, oh, can you synchronize data between the Jira PPM and system, and we are adding that support. So right now we support, it's Atlassian PPM. So we add support of that functionality as well. We will update our app for Project Online, which is available right now with more buttons, so you will have a similar experience like you have right now for VSTS, where you can pull a push information. So that will be done, and that will as well will add some functionality to view the logs and change history for elements. So that's very close to be done, and as soon as the development is done, we'll publish update to the app. We will work on additional integration scenarios for VSTS plus Dynamics, VSTS plus Jira, Dynamics plus Jira. So all those scenarios that will have a standard integration scenarios for available out of the box that you can use them. So you're not limited just the project online to something. You will have more than one direction. We plan to work on the visual mapping designer. So the scenarios like you tell, okay, I would like to push nodes from project online to description or to the nodes fields in VSTS. We plan to have a visual interface for doing that. And end of the year, we plan to work on the SAP and Dynamics. So we'll go to the financials world and we plan to have a standard connector. So there, it will take some time because all of those systems, especially SAP, they require certification. It's quite expensive and it's quite challenging task. But yeah, that's definitely on our roadmap, and we will do that. Okay. So any other questions? Any other questions for the product and for our company? Are these dates on the website? No, they are not on the website. They're just published here. So we don't have right now a full public section for roadmap. But that's our plan. That's our plan. That's from our internal roadmap, and we plan to stick to those dates. Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Again, thank you for attending this webinar. The recording will be sent to you tomorrow. You can all get a free trial. You can get a free version. You can start using the Integration Hub, and we invite you to do that because we love this product. It's a great product. Thank you and have a great day. Bye.